Senator Osotsi, please proceed.
Madam Speaker, let me start by congratulating the Committee for National Cohesion and Equal Opportunities for this wonderful report that they have brought to this House. And indeed, I want also to say the chair of this committee, Senator Mohamed Chute, has demonstrated to this House how a committee that had been seen to be useless and not much progress can be derived from that committee can be very, very, very active, one of the most active committees in this House. He has been very innovative, coming up with issues, and I think if we adopted the same spirit in all our committees, I think this Senate will go places. And not just him, even members of the committee. I can see Senator Consolata is there, and even Senator for Turkana is there. You are doing a good job. I like what you are doing. Please go on like that. Coming to the report is well done because it has looked at the details of diversity and inclusivity in our public sector, looking at the issues of marginalized groups, issues of ethnic balance, issues of age, how many youth, how many older people are employed, and the issue of persons with disability. And of course, they have also focused on the youth. The report is a wonderful report. And they have looked at all the parastatals. My only concern is that while reading through the report, and this Senator Chute, you can guide me, I expected to see some of the most notorious institutions in government which have been blamed for violating the concept of diversity and inclusivity. This is Kenya Revenue Authority, this is Kenya Police, and the military. I didn't see much in this report, and if it is not there, Senator Chute, I will encourage you that to do a similar inquiry in those institutions, because we have had a lot of complaint about the issue of lack of inclusivity in those institutions. I know in the last parliament, the 12th parliament, there was a report that was done on KRA, and it was very shocking how we have a huge tribal imbalance in the human resources who have been deployed in KRA. And the same also applies to police. So I want to urge the committee to maybe prioritize when we come back from long recess on those institutions. Now, coming to the Kenya Police, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, it is very, very, very annoying that we take our youth for recruitment. These youth go to the various constituencies. They are put through a very strenuous program, and then they are left out. And then the list is just generated somewhere and people are paying money. This thing, when they started this current recruitment, they told us that this time it is going to be better than the other years. Madam Speaker, I want to tell you that the recent recruitment that was done for the police, for the military, was largely a scam. Because many of the deserving youth who were supposed to be taken in this recruitment were left out. Instead, Mr. Speaker, we have people walking around with the slots, saying we are going to give this number of slots to parliament. We are going to give this number of slots to ministers. When are we going to do the right things as a country? When are we going to do the right things as a country? And Mr. Speaker, some parents have been paying money to people. Why can these people be arrested? In fact, Senator Chute, we would like you to come up with a statement or your committee to investigate the recent recruitment of police and the military, so that we know how many numbers were recruited in every county, and we know the names of those people. Because we know some in my own county, we have people who don't stay in that county, and they have been recruited to the police. People from other regions. Mr. Speaker, this is where the problem starts. It starts with the recruitment process. When there is no fairness, then you will not have any inclusivity. So as we talk about this, we also need to look at our processes in government, processes of recruitment, processes of human resource management in our public institution. Then we will begin to understand the problem even deeper. Mr. Speaker, all this is happening, and yet we have institutions which we appropriate money to every year to help us ensure that the right thing is done in terms of inclusivity and diversity. We have the National Cohesion and Integration Commission. These people, we only hear them when the politicians make hate speeches. That is when you see them. What else do they do, Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker? They are supposed to be looking at matters like this, ensuring that we have inclusivity and equal opportunities for our people in all sectors of our country. People like Ngek, National Gender and Equality Commission. What do they really do? If they cannot ensure that the Constitution is complied for in terms of the number of women who are supposed to be represented in these institutions. Do they have to wait for Senate or Parliament to do a study like this for them to act? No. They need to do their own work. And Madam Speaker, I know you are one of the people who are involved in ensuring that there is this new constitution is implemented. I want to say the independent commissions that we have failed this country. They are not doing their role. They are not independent. And one of them is like this Ngek and others. We have a body called the State Cooperation Advisory Committee. This is a body within the government which is supposed to provide internal oversight. What do they do, Madam Speaker? They're the ones who are supposed to be capturing anomalies like this. But now we are here talking about inclusivity in the public sector. Madam Speaker, the committee has done a good job to look at the numbers in terms of tribal. Madam Speaker, the Luhya community where I come from, we are blessed because we have been able to give birth to many children. We are blessed in terms of population. We are probably the most populated community in Kenya now. But that is not reflected in our representation in a public institution. If you look at the list that has been given, we are either number 4 or number 5. The people who are above us are not even half our numbers. For example, the Kalenjins. They are topping in every list, in every institution. But they are not even half of the Luyas. This is where we have a problem, Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker. And Madam Speaker, I know time is running out. One of the issues that us as ODM canvassed for in the 10 points agenda was the issue of inclusivity in public spaces. This report suggests that we are still very far from ensuring inclusivity. I was saddened this weekend when I heard an individual standing up and saying that we are 50% done with the 10 points agenda. Madam Speaker, that is the highest level of dishonesty. The 10 points agenda, if I have to rate, nothing has been done. If we talk about NADICO, our youth died. We have talked about changes that we need to see in our election processes. We have talked about opening servers and many other things. Nothing has been done. How do you now come and tell us that 50% has been done? When we get reports like this, where communities are marginalized, communities are underrepresented, we are saying, and this I want to make it very clear, that the 10-point agenda was not a PR exercise. Those 10 points agenda must be implemented. UDA, wherever you are, starting from your top leadership, the party leader, you must know that ODM, we are taking the issue of 10 points agenda very seriously. And the deadline is March 2026. We know there is a committee that is supposed to review and give us a report. The committee does not even have a budget. Zani's committee, I don't know how they are working. I don't know who is doing the report. But we want this issue of 10 points agenda to be taken seriously, because that is the legacy we can give Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. We cannot lie to the people that we respected Raila Amolo Odinga, and yet the 10 points agenda he put his hand on remains unimplemented. Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker, sorry, I want to strongly support the efforts of Senator Chute, the chair of this committee. He is unlike many of his colleagues who are on the government side. When something is wrong, he will say this is wrong. When something is right, he will say this is right. This is how legislators should behave. We should not become sycophants because we are on the government side. If you are given the chair role, do your chair role very well to the satisfaction of the people of Kenya. So congratulations, Senator Chute, but I want to encourage you to venture in those other sectors
Senator Osotsi,
which
Senator
have not
Osotsi,
been...
Do you want to be informed by Senator Wakoli?
Senator Wakoli, you know, he has just been promoted today. Let me give him that respect to inform me.
Senator Wakoli?
Thank you, Honorable Osotsi, for accepting my information. Honorable Speaker, it is to concur with the able chair, Mheshimiwa Chute, that he ably chairs that committee courtesy of the government, Kenya Kwanza. And when you see him boldly tabling and discussing these matters on the floor of the House, he is speaking what the government thinks. The government wants things to be equalized, communities to be given a fair share of the cake. And don't worry about the majority in the House. We are with you all the way. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Senator Osotsi?
Thank you for telling me that, but I am saying that because I know many on the other side cannot do what Chute is doing because of fear of unknown. So, Honorable Chute, continue doing the good job you are doing. I know you are doing it under a lot of pressure, but this is Parliament, and that's how parliamentarians should do their work. Madam Speaker, I support.
I see no other contributors, so I'd like to call the mover to reply.
Thank you, Honorable Madam Speaker. Let me take this opportunity to thank members who have spoken today, who contributed to this motion, Senator Beatrice, Senator Chergey, Senator Osotsi, and also my two members who are here, Senator Consolata and Senator Lomanen. Before I move by reply, Madam Speaker, I want this House to take note of two institutions, institution which is Public Service Commission and NCIC. These are institutions who are mandated to audit other institutions. Madam Speaker, these institutions themselves, they have not complied with so many things, two-third gender rule, person with disability, minorities don't reflect the picture of this country. So I want to, as I thank my committee, the Secretariat, and the Senate, I want to